I'm with my man Kevin Swank from Black Box. How are you?
Good, very good.
Kevin and I are going to talk about what we in the industry call DAS, Distributed Antenna Systems. That's what you guys do at Black Box.
That's right.
Here's something we're talking about here at the conference. We're all on mobile devices. If you're here and you're not on a mobile device, get a mobile device or get a job which will give you a mobile device. But the problem is that even though we have, what do you call it, the 5-bar paradox? What is it called?
Yeah.
Yeah, is it? No.
That's
I've
the new
named
name
it.
for it.
That's my name. The 5-bar paradox, coined here at Conference Live. The 5-bar paradox, which is, hey, I have 5 bars, but I can't hear you. I'm not getting my data. And the reason is, well, first of all, tell us what the reason is and what we can do about it, specifically what Black Box can do about it.
Well, so it's the 5-bar paradox, which basically means you have 5 bars on your phone and you can see the 5 bars, but the wireless system itself doesn't have enough capacity to actually process the calls or the data.
Why? What the heck is going on there?
Well, there's just not enough capacity. The system hasn't been engineered for the number of devices that are in the area.
Reminds me of LA traffic a little bit in the highways. That's lost on you, but keep going.
But yeah, no, actually it's very true, right? So just need larger freeways so we can get the cars through.
Right, so, well, I don't think they can build larger freeways, Kevin, so what are you gonna do instead of that?
Well, with technology we can.
What? No. What is it all about? How can you do that, really?
Well, so now in a building, so the 5-bar paradox. What does that really mean? Why is that happening? Well, the reason it's happening is because everybody is carrying a device, a wireless device. Most people are carrying 2 or 3 or 4 or 5.
Right.
And so our expectations with respect to wireless are changing.
Right. I mean, you used to be happy to download an image and it took 5 minutes, right? But now I want it.
You want it fast. You want it fast, and you want it on all your devices. So if you're walking into a Class A office building, if you're walking into a hospital, if you're walking into a hotel, you just expect that your wireless device is going to continue to work.
Right, so if you're a building owner and things are going kind of slow and kludgy in your building, your tenants aren't happy, right?
That's right.
So what are you offering as a solution here?
Well, so from a building owner's perspective, now you have to start to look at wireless from a comprehensive perspective. So we used to talk about Wi-Fi. Well, Wi-Fi is an important part of the building, but so is the support of smartphones. So is the support of public safety. So wireless is becoming much more comprehensive than it used to be. And from a building owner's perspective, you have to look at all of those capabilities and understand how you support all of the different constituents inside of the building.
Yeah. So, well, let's say I've got a building, things are moving slowly, my tenants are unhappy. What's Black Box going to do for me?
Well, so we work with building owners and then those enterprises inside of those buildings to understand how are you going to bring that signal from the outside, the cell signals from carriers like Verizon and Sprint and AT&T and T-Mobile. How are you going to bring those inside of your building?
Right.
Because chances are, if you build a new building and you use things like E-rated glass and you make it really efficient and really smart, those signals are not going to get inside of your building. So you actually have to bring those signals inside of your building through a distributed antenna system. But it's not just that, but it's also looking at, are your tenants going to be using Wi-Fi? And if they are, what types of devices are they going to use? And what are the requirements for those devices? And do you have enough capacity to run all of those devices? So so from our perspective, looking at wireless from a comprehensive perspective is what we do and how we help building owners and builders address their wireless concerns.
That's cool. I mean, I really, when you put it like that, it's hard to imagine constructing a building and not having sort of a wireless concierge service, and it seems like that's what you guys do, from interacting with the carriers to distributing the antennas throughout the building in a strategic way. It sounds like you'd be pretty foolish to construct without having someone who's pretty strong wireless expert.
It is. I mean, so wireless has become really complex. So we talked about the multiple types of wireless. So having somebody that understands how all of those different types of wireless systems interact is very key. Most enterprises today have an IT staff that may understand Wi-Fi, but not necessarily understanding, okay, if you bring in smartphones, how does it affect that Wi-Fi?
Right.
Or if you have to support the fire marshal and have public safety capabilities inside of that building, how does that affect? And so having someone that understands all of those capabilities so that you can basically make wireless strategic to your mission and to your enterprises that are in that building is very important.
Very cool. So if I'm interested in, if I'm a building owner or just a developer, or I'm interested in this in any way, what's the best way to keep up to date with what Blackbox is doing and the wisdom you guys have to share about this?
Well, so that's easy. We have this thing called the web now.
Oh, I don't know. Is that also about some sort of Wi-Fi? I think I've heard of it.
Yeah.
Sure.
So,
Is that what YouTube is?
Yeah, it's one of those things.
Great.
So from our perspective, from a black box capability perspective, the wireless solutions that we offer are under the name of Inner Wireless. So simply go to www.innerwireless.com.
INTER wireless?
INNER.
Inner Wireless, okay.
Wireless. And there's a lot of information.
Great. Very cool. Well, it's been fun having you on Conference Live. Any last thoughts about if we're going to bring wireless into a building, just something to look out for or keep our thoughts on?
Interference. Interference and capacity are the two key two issues that everybody's struggling with, and making sure that everybody can use their wireless device. That's the key.
All right, very cool. Thank you so much, Kevin Swank.
All right,
from
Jerry.
Blackbox. Really informative, really interesting, and we'll check it out on innerwireless.com.
All right.
Very cool.